welcome back to the Swexa podcast. And look what I have with me. Nomi, welcome back.
I'm back. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me again.
I think you are the first guest that we actually have back twice.
Oh my
and
goodness.
Especially the same year.
Oh
I
my
haven't been
goodness.
doing this for a whole year,
I'm
but
honored.
But so here is the thing. Like, I saw you post something in a Swedish group, a Swedish American group here on Facebook, and I was like, yeah, this cannot go unnoticed. I need to have you back. So I shoot you a message and you agreed to coming back. What
Absolutely.
the happened? Okay, first I gotta say congratulations.
Thank
and no,
you.
You have not become a mother.
No.
But you congratulations for two things then.
Okay.
Because you got a new job.
I do have a new job.
Okay, let's talk about that first, because the other thing is more exciting than this job. So let's put it. What is this job? You started last week, right?
Yes, I started last week. I'm going to be working as a front desk agent at a hotel, but it's a new hotel that hasn't even opened up yet. So
that is crazy.
It is kind of crazy. It's just construction everywhere and boxes everywhere and nobody knows what's going on, and it's quite crazy. But it's a hotel. It's a Marriott, actually. It's a new Marriott. Yes. That will be opening up here in Irvine, California.
We have an Irvine, Texas. Are you sure it's not Irvine, Texas?
I'm pretty sure. It's only a 20-minute drive from me, so I'm pretty sure it's California. But that would have been funny. But yeah. So yeah, we're supposed to be opening up in June, and we'll see if we do. I mean, that's the predicted date, so who knows?
Yeah, that kind of thing when you're opening something new, that's kind of like give and take, because things happen that you don't really predict. So how many rooms are there?
So it's 124 rooms. So it's like a medium size. That's a good size hotel. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And what I really like about it is that it's an eco-friendly hotel.
Sweet.
Yeah, everything is recycled. All the materials that they're using to build the hotel is all recycled materials. And they're it's really cool. They're focusing on long-term guests, so they have little kitchenettes in each room, because that's better for the environment if you stay longer. So
absolutely.
So that's
and that kind of like also invites to stay longer.
Right. Yeah.
Than just a normal hotel. You go in, sleep a night, and at least for me, who likes to do my own food, I'm not really a restaurant person. Yeah, I can bring my own. Maybe there's a microwave and I can do my own.
Yeah, there's a fridge, there's a stove, there's a microwave, there's the whole thing. You can make your own food. So it's really nice, and
financially better too for me as a customer.
Absolutely, right? And it's a pet-friendly hotel.
So I can bring my dogs and just like,
yes, indeed. I'm going to be checking in puppies. I'm very excited.
Well, I expect to see puppies on your Instagram account in the future from work. So how are your animals? We had all your animals last time. Yes. Are they doing good?
They're doing good. Yeah, they're all good. They're here next to me. There's a little one here on the couch.
Oh,
my little girl. Hi, Twyla. You want a podcast? No, a little shy. But my animals are good. They're all doing good. We had some belly issues with one of them, but everything is fine now. And as you know, but everybody's good. Everybody's good. Thank you. Yes.
So the reason why I had to send you a message. What's on your shirt or your jacket?
Boom, 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 boom.
People recognize that the price is right. Take the beginning. What in the world is this? Because I know the end of it. Right. The podcasters does not know the end of it. So
So back in like January, February, I applied to be on The Price is Right. And after a lot of like phone interviews and back and forth, I finally got a message in February that I had been accepted. And
just to come that far is crazy.
Yeah, yes. I remember exactly where I was when I got the message that I was going to be on. I kind of stopped in my tracks and was like, oh my God, this is happening. This is real. And so, so I got on the show and they aired it. They taped it back in March. So March 15th, a friend and I, it's like 2 months now.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been sitting on it for a while because I signed a non-disclosure, so I couldn't say anything.
You can't even say anything to your family, basically.
Basically, yes.
Yeah.
Basically. I mean, I insinuated they might have found it. But
I'm not saying straight out that this happened, but
hypothetically, I might have been on the show. But yeah, I wasn't able to say anything. But now I can because now it has aired. It aired Thursday, May 12th. It aired. Finally. And yeah, I was on The Price is Right. So crazy.
And how did it? It went a little bit better. So did you get picked?
Yeah. So I got called. I was the second name to be called, which was wild. Like the beginning of the show.
Oh my God!
Name. And so I ran up there, and we were the first 4 contestants of the day. And then
do they tape more than one show at a day? How many? It's like a couple of shows, say 3 shows.
Yeah, 3 shows in a day. Yeah. So we were there in the morning for the morning shoot, and we didn't get called. My friend and I didn't get called, but they asked us if we wanted to stay for the next shoot, which was just a half hour later. And so we figured, why not? Yeah.
We're here.
Yeah, we'd driven 2 hours to be there, so I might as well.
Yeah.
And so so we agreed to that. And we we rushed out, we got a bite to eat, we came back, and then we were showed into the studio again, and then the second time around they called my name, the second name they called. And
what do you think when your name is called? I would know in my head would just like squish gone.
You can kind of see it as I'm like, as they call my name, I like get up in shock and I'm like, okay, this is crazy. Like, me, really? But I was hoping, the funny thing is that I said to my friend, I said, if they're asking us to stay for a second show, they kind of have to call one of our names, because it's kind of, otherwise it's just kind of not cool that they ask us to stay for a whole nother shoot, which is like,
but how do they pick the names?
I think it's just random. I mean, we did have a little interview, and before we went into the studio, they have a little interview with everyone, so they get a feel for who you are and why you're there. And because there are a few people who don't want to go up, they're just there as moral support for their friends. So they get a feel for who you are.
Girl, that's awkward. Okay.
Yeah.
If you go to a place like that, it's kind of like all in or nothing, right?
You'd think, right? You'd think. But some people were like, no, I'm just here for my mom, or I'm just here for my friend, or but yeah, so
heck no, I'm here to play. I'm here to win something.
I'm here to win. Oh my God. But I had told my man for like 3 weeks before I went on the show, I walked around the house and I kept telling him, I'm gonna get on that show. They're gonna call my name. I'm gonna get up on stage and I'm gonna win a car. I kept telling him this for like 3 weeks. I was like, this is what's gonna happen. I'm going to win that car. It's happening. And
you had your mindset,
I did.
If you want it enough.
Yeah, I knew what I was going there for.
There you go. So your name got called?
My name got called.
And you lost your mind?
I did, but not like the regular people, the people who just like lose their mind.
You behaved.
Yes, because I'm Swedish. So I kept it very calm and collected. But yeah, I got up there and then I don't know if anybody knows the show, but you get a prize or an item that you have to guess the price of first before you even get up on stage. And so these headphones came down, and it's 4 headphones, and we had to guess the price of these 4 headphones. And the guy before me, he guessed like 800, which I thought was way too low. My thought was, okay, it's going to be over 1,000. It's going to be under 2,000. I feel like 1,500 is too much. So it's around there. So I put it at 1,100. The woman next to me guesses 1,050, which, if anybody who knows the show, you're supposed to guess you're supposed to get closest to the price without going over. So she just gave herself $50 room, which was really kind of weird. Like, so I don't know why she did that. But then the last guy guessed 2,000, which I thought was way too much. So in my mind, I was like, I got this. The guy before me is too little. The woman next to me is right under me. And then the third guy is too little. So, and then sure enough, I got it right. I got it. It was mine. I won the prize.
What was the price of it? You guessed 1,100. Did you find out what the price of the headphone was?
Yeah, it was 4 headphones, like wireless headphones.
Yeah. But how much was it that you?
1,300 something.
1,300 something. Yeah, you're close.
I was closest without going over.
There you go.
Yeah, and so yeah, I got to go up on stage with Drew Carey, who's the host. And
how long time has he been the host for that show?
15 years.
15 years. Oh my God.
Years. And Bob Barker was for 35 years. That show's been on the air for 50 years. 50 years.
That show is older than me.
Yeah. Isn't that
crazy? Wow.
So crazy how that show's been on the air for 50 years. It's a staple. It's an American staple.
It is. Yeah, try to just find another host for it. Like we saw Jeopardy and all that kind of when that day comes.
Right.
Oh Lord. Yeah.
And even my friends in Sweden have heard of the show. So
everybody knows in some way of it.
Yeah, because it's been on other shows as like it was on How I Met My Mother, I think it was on, and it was on like
they've been,
and it's been on like
it's been a lot of shows.
Yes, everybody knows, everybody's heard of it.
Yeah.
But so I get up on stage, first contestant of the day, and then the commentator, his name is George Gray, and he goes, "Well, let's start this show off in style with your new car."
And you're like, okay. Now I need to get my little brain cells together because I have a task left to do.
It was, exactly. I was like, oh my God, I cannot even believe that I have an opportunity to win a car on The Price is Right.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable. And so then I had to play a game called Switcheroo. It's some people.
It was hard. I'm not sure I would.
They're all hard.
They are. Well,
I
they have good prizes.
They do. I mean, some of the prizes, I have to admit, I would not want to win. I don't mean to sound like that, but I mean, like,
no, but
an electric piano or a skee ball machine. I mean, I live in an apartment. I'm not gonna,
You could have given the electric piano to me. That wouldn't be a problem.
There you go. Yeah.
But
I'm very happy I didn't win an electric piano. I won a brand new car.
Okay, so first back up to this game.
Yes.
What was that all about?
Okay, so
I have watched it, and I'm going to post it the same day this is airing on Thursday. I'm going to repost all that video because I can't, because of legality, I can't attach it to this because I looked into it. I don't want to come into any problem, but I can share it. So that's why I can't, because that was my thought of like showing it on here. Well, I'm not going to pay a bunch of thousands of dollars to get them to agree that, but I can post it. So
yes, you can share it afterwards.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Good. Yes. So the game was Switcheroo, and basically there's 5 prizes, including the car. So there's 4 other prizes, smaller prizes that are very insignificant. It was
kind of a difference in between the car and the other. I'm like, oh.
Yes, there was a little bit of a difference. But you win those prizes too. If you win those prizes, you win those prizes. So the other prizes were a knife sharpener and a notebook.
You can always use that.
Yeah, I mean, most of the things were like, okay, whatever. There was an electric notebook that I thought would have been cool. I didn't win that though. But there was a gravy separator, which I'm very happy. I did not win. I don't eat gravy. I don't make gravy. I don't have.
And then you gotta guess the price on a gravy separator.
Like, okay, sure. I don't know. Guess the prices of all these things, and I don't know what these things. I don't even know what the car. So, and then the last one was a French press, a coffee French press, which my husband uses a French press, but we already have 2, so I gave it to my best friend instead, and she was very happy. So you had to guess let's see how to explain this. So the first number in the last 4 prizes was missing because there's only 2-digit amount. So the first number in the 4 prizes was missing, and then the second to last number of the car amount. So it said 23,200, and then it was blank, and then the last number was a 6. So I had to guess basically what the blank number was.
Yes.
Yeah, and I had to, and I had these little like dice shaped
cubes
with numbers on them, and then I had to put them in the missing boxes, and whatever I got right. And so you get 30 seconds, and I had absolutely no idea. People asked me, did you know what you were doing? I said, of course I didn't know what I was doing. I had no clue what I was doing.
What are you thinking about when you look back at the video and you do you replay it head?
I do, because I remember thinking, I have no idea. I'm just going to put the numbers in and then just hope for a miracle. I mean, it's a 20% chance of getting it right. There's 5 numbers. And the thing is, I always, when good things happen or when things happen, I always, my grandmother passed away. My mother's mother passed away when I was 6 months old, so I never got to know her. But my mother always says how alike we are and how similar we are and how much we would have gotten along. And so I've always felt a very deep connection with my grandmother, even though I never really met her. So when good things happen, I always attribute it to her. I always thank her. I always feel that she's with me. She's got my back. So I was just thinking, Grandma, come on, let's do this. We got this. Help me out here. Come on, Grandma. And that's what I was thinking. I was just going, Grandma,
come on, show it to me.
Yeah. And so it's just, I didn't know what else to do,
What do you do? It's 30 seconds.
30 seconds to guess the second to last number of the car price. Like, that's just absurd.
And y'all had to have the price on a gravy separator, knife sharpener, notebook, and all that too within those 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you got to give it a shot.
I gave it exactly. You got to give it a shot. So I just put the numbers in, and the weird thing is, so I put the number 5 there first. I don't know why. First, I put a 5 up there, and then I put the other numbers, and then I thought that I turned around to the audience, and that the audience they were all screaming 1, 1. And so I thought that I changed it then to the 1, but when I was looking at the video, I see that I actually changed it to 1 by myself, and then I turn around, and then the audience is all screaming 1, so I left it. So I didn't realize that I had put the 1 there by myself. I'm telling you, it was my grandma. I'm telling you, because I had no idea, obviously. And I don't know why I put the 1 up there. It doesn't make any sense, but I did. And then everybody was just yelling 1, and so I left it. And then when the 30 seconds was up, he asks, how many does she have right?
And it was 3, right?
It was 3 that I had right. And he was also like, ooh, that's really good. And I thought, well, that's a good sign. I mean, 3 out of 5, that's good. That's a 60% chance right there. And so he asks if he gives you a second chance. He asks if you want another 30 seconds. And I'm like, I don't want to go through that again.
No!
Oh my God, no. I got 3 right. I'm just gonna leave it and just hope for the best because I don't know any better. So.
Never change something either. Don't we know that? Like, stick with the first gut you have. Don't 100%. Change it.
Yeah. And since everybody was yelling 1 as well, I took that as a sign that it should be 1. So I figured, all right, I'm just gonna leave the 1. I declined the second chance. And then he starts off with asking them to show one of the things that I have right, one of the prizes that I got right. That's not the car. And so they lit up the knife sharpener. So I won a knife sharpener.
You can always use that.
I can always use that. Exactly. And then the second item that I got right was the coffee press, which, like I said, my husband uses that. So I was excited about that. I didn't want the gravy separator.
And even the host made kind of a fun joke out of that gravy separator. Yeah. It's like, what the heck? You need to be a really added chef to use a gravy separator.
Exactly. I don't even know what one would do with a gravy separator. So
donate it to you or something or like that.
Give it to somebody who eats gravy at least. Yes. But yeah, so I'd won a knife sharpener and I had won the French press. And then he says, light up the last item that she has right. And the car lit
up. What went through your mind in that second?
This. I could not believe it. I could not believe it. I just dropped to my knees. And I just looked up at him like, are you serious? And he was like, go get your car. And so I ran off to the car and just I want a car. I want a car.
What kind of car is it?
It's a Nissan Sentra, a 2022 Nissan Sentra SR. Whatever that means to anyone. But yes, it's a brand new car. And I got this lovely little frame. Ta-da!
So it took me a while to read that because it's mirrored, but it says, I won this on Price is Right.
I won this car on the Price
is Right. On the Price is Right.
Yes, I did.
That's kind
of I'm going to put that on my new car and drive around with it. I've never seen anybody have a Price is Right frame on their car. I don't know.
I've never seen that.
Right? I've never seen anyone
that is bragging rights all there.
Yeah, all day long. Yes, it is. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to driving.
Do you know what color it's gonna be? Do you get to pick anything of that?
Well, the one that I won is a gun metallic, so it's like a dark gray. But in the papers that I received, it says I got a little folder with all the papers, right? And it says that it is up to the discretion of the
car dealer.
Yeah, choice of color is at the discretion of the supplier. So we'll see what they have in. I mean, worst case scenario, I get the one that I won. Best case scenario, I get to choose. But I want a new car, so who cares?
Exactly. You got to drive around in a brand new car that you won.
Yeah, I do.
So what happened? Crazy. Like after all that what did you do? How did you collect your thoughts? Because what would you do? Like call your mom or you can't.
Can't do anything. Yeah. I mean, so the first few seconds, they rushed me backstage because they had to get the new contestant on. So they put me backstage for a few minutes and I was just sitting there I'm like, and these people are walking around me. These people are walking around, working and backstage. And I just looked at them and I said, can I ask you two a question? Yeah. Did I just win a new car? Yes, I did. Congratulations. And I was like, Oh my
I think
God.
they're kind of used to that kind of
They were
thing.
so used to it. They were like, whatever. Sure.
This is our daily thing. Whatever.
Yeah. But they were like, congratulations. Yeah, that's a hard one. You got it. And I'm like, I cannot believe this. I just cannot believe that this happened. This is just like absolute bizarreness. Like how did this happen? Just absolute craziness. Just craziness beyond. Just yeah, just wild. So, and then I went back to my seat, and my friend who I was with, we were just like in shock. Like he didn't know what to do with himself either. He was just like, what just happened now? And then I had to sit there for the rest of the show and wait until the wheel, you spin the wheel, which I didn't get, which was totally fine because you have to pay taxes on everything. So the more you win, the more you have to pay, and I don't feel like paying for all these things. So I'm really happy I didn't win a boat, because not only do you have to pay tax on a boat, but where are you going to put the boat? And then you have to pay for parking and upkeep. And I don't need that.
And
now
they don't even, I don't know, but I've heard that they don't accept to give you the money instead of, they have to give you, and it's something with law, blah, blah, legality,
yeah,
something.
you can't switch it out for cash. And you have to, you can sell it if you want. I mean, that's totally fine if you want to sell, but you have to claim
accept it.
Yeah. You can also forfeit your prizes, which means you don't want them, you don't get them, you don't pay for anything. But that's sad. You go on The Price is Right and win a bunch of stuff, and then you forfeit all your prizes. It's no fun, but some people do because you can't afford it. What are you gonna? And a trip would have been nice, but with this new job that I just started, I wouldn't be able to go on a trip anyway. So so the only thing that really would work out for me is a brand new
car. And what did she get? She got a brand new car. And
yes,
it must have
been.
It must have been like a pain these 2 months and not be able to say anything.
Oh my God. It's been so frustrating. Every morning I'd wake up and I'd look at my phone. I'd go to the calendar and I'd look, okay, now it's 7 weeks and 4 days. Now it's 6 weeks and 5 days. Now it's 5 weeks and 6 days. Now it's just like the countdown has just been, I mean, it's gone pretty fast. I feel like April just disappeared. I don't even know what happened to April.
Oh, so we're already May 22nd, so.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So I feel like time really does I remember thinking that as I was leaving the studio and thinking, oh my God, I have to wait 2 months now. But I thought to myself, time is gonna go. Like it's not gonna stand still. It's gonna keep going, and I just have to be patient, and it'll come. And
how did you celebrate after you came out from the studio? Had that, like, those a couple of minutes or hours made it sink in what actually happened?
Yeah. Well, it was a 2-hour drive, and we'd been there for hours and hours already. So we were just kind of, the drive home was going to be like, so we got in the car, and the funny thing was, is that my car that I bought a new car last year in May, and I've had a few issues with it already. My husband's had to fix it a few times, and my car wasn't working at that moment. So I had to take another car that we have that's just like a shitty, like a rundown car, but it at least got me there. So it was funny that I was having issues with my car, and we took our rundown car, and now I got a whole brand new car.
Woohoo!
Yeah, really. But yeah, I was just in shock the whole way home.
So when are you getting your car?
Well, they give you 3 months. They give themselves 3 months to get you the prize. I already got the coffee press. I got it on Friday, which is fun. So at least I got something. I'm still waiting on the knife sharpener and the headphones, which should be coming anytime soon. But the car, they said, is going to take, they have 3 months to get it to me, but they did say to be a little patient, just because there's a car shortage in the world right now because of everything. So it'll probably, I'm guessing July, somewhere in July, maybe June, July, August, one of those, but probably July, August. I don't know. We'll see.
But as we have the Swedish saying, den som väntar på något gott väntar aldrig för länge. So whoever's waiting for something good is never waiting long enough.
Yes.
So I guess that's what you got to take with it now, even though it's hard.
Exactly. I just got to sit and wait like a patient girl.
So did you sit and look at the broadcast? You knew it was coming that day and you were sitting and looking, and what did
I had a watch party. I have friends.
You had a watch?
Yes.
Of course.
Watch party with food.
Because it airs like at 11 o'clock in the morning, 10
it
or 11
it
or
airs
something.
in the morning. I don't have any channels, so I had to wait for it to come out on the CBS app. And it comes out at like 3 in the afternoon on the app. So I put the watch party at like 3, and then it came out at like 3:15 or so, and we started watching it like at 3:30, I think, when everybody got here and everybody had settled down, and then we put it on, and we watched it.
So none of them knew before you started the show? Or have you hinted to them?
Maybe,
They're like, it's kind of worth to come here and get your ass here on my watch party.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna be a party.
I'll make it worth your while. Believe me. Yeah, it was just wild. It was crazy. It was so fun. We all just started yelling and cheering and screaming, and it was
your neighbors are like, what the heck?
Yeah, well, we told a lot of the neighbors that something's going on, but I invited them too, but they didn't come. But afterwards, I was just telling everyone. Now I can finally tell everyone.
Now you can tell everyone. Yeah, and that's when you posted it in this group as well. And I'm like, that is nuts crazy.
Just crazy. Absolutely crazy. I watched that show since I was a little girl, coming to the States for holidays and vacations and whatever. And I love that show, and never in a million years thought that I'd ever be on it.
Well, if you get on it, how many people are in the audience that can be picked?
So this is the thing. So I really wanted to get on the show specifically now because of COVID. Usually there's about 200 people in the audience, but because of COVID, thanks to COVID, there's only like 40.
Still, 40 is a lot, and your little name is going to be picked out of those 40.
100%. And they only call a total of 9 people out of the audience, and out of those 9, only 6 of them actually get up on stage. So and then I've watched the show so much now to know that it's really hard to win a car. A lot of the people who get up there, not only is the prize not a car, the prize is, like I said, an electric piano, or or a life or a year's supply of cookies and a new kitchen, or
you're like, thanks but no thanks.
They're like, your trip to Detroit. I'm okay with not going to Detroit. I mean, they try and make it sound nice, but you're like, it's Detroit.
Nothing bad about Detroit.
No,
but
it's not maybe a trip you'd like to win on The Price is Right. So it's not. So you don't really always get a chance to win a car, and then if you are one of the lucky ones who do get a chance to win a car, it's not too often that you win it.
There's a lot of obstacles you got to go through to get 100%. To that point.
100%. That I think is the most shocking of all, is that everything like lined up perfectly to get me to that point. That's why I'm saying it's my grandma. Like, I don't.
And then you go to your husband weeks in advance and say, I'm going to win a car. I'm going to win a car. I'm going to win a car.
Yep.
Just totally mindset has already been there that, hey, totally. Just FYI, we need to get the money for the taxes for the car, because we need to pay it, because I'm going to win it.
100%. Yes. It was so weird. I just walked around and was so adamant. I'm going to win this car. Like, I'm getting on the show. They're going to call my name. I'm going to get up there and I'm going to win a car. And here we are. Frexy.
I'm glad I have headphones, and this is the only place I can hear it, because otherwise we would have had a dog barking party here.
Thank you. Thank you so much for letting me know. Thank you. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So, yeah, so crazy. So crazy.
So have you now got this into being on another show and try to win other prizes?
Well, I was looking at, because the thing is, I'm on a casting agency type thing. I have a profile on there, and that's how I got in touch with The Price is Right. So I went on there to see if they have other shows that are going on, and they do. There's a show called Press Your Luck, which is another game show, which you also can win a ton of money. You can win lots of prizes. You can win lots of things. And so I started like kind of making the application, like filling out the application, but then they asked for, name 5 things that you want to win, like 5 prizes you want to win. And you can't say a house, and you can't say money and something else. And I was thinking to myself, well,
yeah, I have a car. I already want a car. And I don't want a boat.
No, I don't want a boat. And,
a trip?
But I feel like, with 3 dogs and a new job, we can't really go anywhere. We can't really do anything.
And you wouldn't get that trip like tomorrow, though.
Right. But they're like, they want you to like kind of name a bunch of things that you've always wanted but never could afford to have, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't think of anything that I wanted. I have everything that I need. Like a house would be great, but you couldn't say house. So I was just,
that's rude.
I know,
you
right?
Give me a house, for goodness sake.
I don't know. And it's like 5 things you had to name. I mean, like I could name maybe like a trailer would be nice. We could have like a trailer and travel around. But there's not really much else that I could, I don't really, it's not like there's nothing that I've always wanted, and I don't have any like, hobbies or interests that are expensive in any way. So I figured, I don't really need to go on this show and pay a bunch of taxes on a bunch of more things. And I'm pretty good where I'm at. So I shut the browser down and I didn't fill it out.
Well, and then it may just pop up something later on, and you're like, yeah, this is the right thing to do. And you never know. You
never know.
So what does your new coworker says here that you come as like, yeah, just FYI, I am a lucky girl because I just won the car and the Price is Right.
I've only told a few of them. I haven't told all of them yet. But they were all in shock. They thought it was amazing and they wanted to watch the clip. So I showed them the clip on YouTube. But I haven't told everybody. I didn't want to walk in there and be like, "Hi, I'm Nomi. I just won a new car."
Come on, the Swedish bragginess, the Swedes. As a Swede, we. That's not so Swedish to do.
I know.
We're like, nope, don't brag. That is nothing we do. We're Swedish. It's a no bragging zone. Don't talk about it. Because people can get jealous and hear you as it's like, megaphone and yell it out.
I know, right? Oh my goodness. I feel, yes. Somebody was saying that on one of the comments. They were like, "Oh, you're so Swedish in your reaction."
Exactly.
I know. I really am. I can't. Like the woman they called after me, she like lost her mind and she was running down the aisle, like screaming and just flaring with everything. And she was just losing it. I was like, I can't do that. I'm not raised that way. I'm just not a crazy, I don't know. Yeah, and it was funny because in between takes, because they cut the takes every now and then. So they called my name. I got the headphones, and so I got to go up on stage, and I was all like shocked, and so I was just kind of, so I get up on stage, and then they call cut, and so I'm just standing there waiting to like continue, and then the commentator, he's like, "Don't be so excited, Nomi." No, but I really am.
I'm just in shock. I don't know what to do. I'm Swedish. Sorry.
Exactly.
This is an awkward situation.
I don't know how to be more excited than this. I'm not raised that way. I don't know what to tell you. I'm really excited. I'm in shock. I'm in disbelief. I'm I'm sorry. So I had to like get up there and be all like, woo! But like even then I just couldn't. Yeah. I was just being very Swedish. You can take the girl out of Sweden, but you can never take the Sweden out of the girl, huh?
No. I've been in a couple of those situations where everybody's like, you're very calm to be you too. And I'm like, oops. Oops. Well, it's just like if you watch this show, a bunch of Swedes, they will say, oh my God, they're so rambunctious.
Yeah. Oh my God. My
friend. So not Swedish to be that gesticular and just vocal about it and just showing your happiness. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's just not the Swedish way of doing
nothing wrong with it.
It's the American way.
Exactly.
Little cultural differences there, to say it the least.
I sent it to one of my best friends in Sweden, and he was saying, he said, I'm really happy that you didn't react the way the other lady did.
Yeah, exactly.
He was like, I'm so happy that wasn't you. I was like, yeah, me too. I mean, no offense to her, but I just that's not how we do things. I can't.
Absolutely not. And I watched it twice, and I read the comment in this group underneath. Oh, yeah. In between, I watched it, and just that kind of like reaction was just like, thank God she's not an explosive American.
Yeah, just not at all. It can't be. I don't know. No, I feel uncomfortable in that.
And then at the same time, both you and I are people that are very open, have no problem talking to people, and are just like kind of non-Swedish in that way. But then when they're like that kind of situation, it's like, oh no, really, how to read this situation? Let me just go back to my little place here in the corner, because I'm not really sure how to handle this.
Yep. Exactly.
What's coming next?
Exactly like that. Yes. Exactly.
So,
I was a little nervous about that. Like, how am I going to react? Because I'm not going to be the like crazy screamy person. I can't. I'm not that person. So I was a little like, how am I going to react to this now? But it worked out.
Oh yeah, you did a great job. I would probably not lose my mind like that way, but I would have a brain freeze to the point where I would just then like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. You got to tell me what to do, because I don't know. Then if you tell me to jump around and be crazy, sure, I'll do that because somebody told me I have to do.
Exactly.
But
until then, I'm just gonna stand here.
Exactly. Yeah. That is so cool. So cool. And we had you on the show before she won it.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, you did. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just wild.
So wild. I never thought this would happen. I mean, I was hoping it would happen, and I was telling my husband it would happen, but the chances that it happened are just so slim.
As you said before, so much that needs to be lined up the right way for it to go from application to winning a car.
Exactly.
And so many obstacles to come over.
So many.
Yeah. So it was just probably meant to happen, and all we can say is congrats. I was like, and here is something also, a Swedish reaction that this is going to be a question. See if you have the Swedish jealousy reaction. Because here's the thing.
I know exactly what you mean.
I'm going to tell you a story. A neighbor of mine back in Sweden, when I lived there, got a new car, or a new truck, actually. Well, he didn't want everybody in town to be jealous of him. He was a big farmer, and everybody knew him. So he bought the same truck, the same color, the same model, just a newer year. For that reason, that he did not want to meet people's jealousy and ask, where did you get money from to that car? So I asked him, I saw it was something with that new truck, and I was like, hey, did you get a new truck? And he's like, He just sighed and said, yes, I did.
Wow.
And I said, well, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. And he looked at me, he's like, excuse me?
Really?
I'm happy for you. Congrats.
Yeah. Exactly.
And he's like, how did you see it? I was like, something with it I see that's just different. If it was Mark or whatever. I don't know. I can't remember as of right now, at least. And he's like, that's when he told me I bought the same, just a newer model, the same color, the same brand, the same everything, just a newer year, because I didn't want people to be jealous. But you're genuinely happy for him. I was like, I have no reason to be jealous. I am so, I was genuinely happy for him. And I thought, that is awesome. Show me the shit on this truck. I was like, how much does he pull? What does he do? What can he do?
Right.
Like, and he showed me everything, and that is so Swedish to have that. That lucky bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There was somebody on the comments who had written, how much do you have to pay in taxes? And it's like, why do you have to rain on the
That's
parade?
That's none of your damn business.
None of your business. Not the point. Why do you have to focus on the negative?
Yeah.
So like such a Swedish, like, what are you gonna do now?
I was like, come on. Why can't the Swede be happy for one another? That's a Swedish problem as a human being.
Absolutely. It's so Swedish. So
it is very Swedish. And sorry if you're Swedish and you're getting offended by it, but I am Swedish too, and I can tell you that is a problem 99% of the Swedes has.
Yeah, a very like negative. They have to focus on the negative. They have to focus on the, well, what are you going to do about this? Or how are you going to fix that? Or what are you going to... It's like, that's not the point.
Well, if I need to take a loan in the bank to pay this, I'm going to enjoy having this car, and that's none of your damn business.
Yeah, exactly. None of your business. That's not.
Why can't you just say, hey, congratulations, and if you have any problem, just move her out alone, go away. But
exactly. Exactly. It's so bizarre, but I don't know why people have to focus on that all the time. But anyway, but most of the Swedes on the app were very happy.
Good. Yeah. I'm surprised. So why haven't the Swedish newspaper, Aftonbladet, Expressen, out that we have a Swedish? Seems dawned on me right now.
I don't know. I never even thought about that. I don't know. Would they be interested in this? I mean, I don't know.
I may send somebody I know that works in the news industry a little link on this. Hey, you know that this actually happened over here in US, because this is kind of cool.
Yeah, right. I mean, sure. I regret a little bit that I didn't say anything about Sweden. I should have said something, or some kind of representation for Sweden, but I didn't. But
well, you can't say that. You'll hear it on the accent, because you have none to zero accent, so you can't even say that.
The only thing you can tell is my reaction. That's very Swedish.
That is very Swedish. Well, I can testify she's Swedish, because she's been on my show twice.
Yes, I have. Indeed.
So so I'm just saying, you got it from me. Go Sweden.
Yes, absolutely. Full on Swede. Yes.
Oh yeah. It's just awesome. Well, we get to see
so much
pictures. We got to see pictures of this car. Did you take any backstage pictures? Were you allowed to take any backstage pictures?
No, they took our phones way in the beginning, so we didn't have any phones on us or anything. Yeah.
That's rude.
Yeah, but it's probably because they don't want people to start Googling the prices, I'm thinking. Like sitting in the audience Googling prices of things. That's my theory.
That sounds very considering how people are. Yeah. Right? I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think people would sit and Google what's the price of the skee ball machine? What's the price of electric piano? What's the price of soup? I don't know. I think people would just sit and Google stuff, but and also not to film it, because we signed a non-disclosure to not say anything, so they don't want that to come out. So that, of course,
because that ruins the whole show. It ruins everything. So absolutely. Well, it's just so cool. So cool. I know a famous person.
I don't know how famous I am, but but sure.
Yeah, you are. You've been on TV. You're famous.
Okay, fair enough.
It's an iconic show. You can't
really
say it is. We said really 50 years on the air.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
There have been a few famous people on it over the years, which is kind of funny. Like as contestants, I saw. I don't know if you've ever seen the show Breaking Bad. Okay, so Aaron Paul, who plays Jesse Pinkman, he was on The Price is Right before he was famous as just like a regular.
So now I foresee a famous future for Nomi Gerber here.
Yeah.
She was here twice before. I'm just saying that, folks. That name is to remember.
It's to remember, exactly. It's your claim to fame. Woo!
Exactly.
Yeah. Me and my hotel business.
I'll never say never, Hey,
you never know.
One famous person walking in those doors and put you in their Instagram. Yep. And there she goes. And then you can say, I already won a car on The Price is Right.
Yes, I did. Yeah. Yes, I certainly did. Okay. I won this car on The Price is Right.
How much other you have the shirt or the sweatshirt, whatever you want, hoodie it is. What else did you get that was merch from them? Did you have to buy it or did they give it to you?
I bought this before we went in. It was $50, so it was a little bit much for a hoodie, but it's a once in a lifetime thing. So
exactly. Yeah, they mark up the prices.
Yeah, and now I'm really happy that I bought it because I wear it all the time. So, yeah, it was worth it. I won a car, so I'm okay with the $50. But no, other than that, no merchandise. Really.
Not even a T-shirt that I was on. That's boring.
None of that. Yeah, no, nothing like that. Unfortunately, I have a little magnet on my fridge, but that's pretty much it.
Well, you drive around in a brand new car, so what the heck?
Yes, I can't wait. I'm so excited.
I bet. Well, all congrats to you. I am looking forward to see the pictures, and I am going to snag them with an hour to get a follow-up because it's absolutely worth celebrating.
Yes. Thank you so much for this. This is so sweet.
2022 has been your year so far.
Keep
it going, girl.
Yes.
Do something so I have to contact you again and say your ass back on the show again.
Absolutely. I love being on your show. Thank you so much for having me again. It's so cool.
Oh my! If you keep doing this, you're gonna be a regular.
There we go. Sure.
Once a quarter.
My pleasure. Really.
Well, yeah, more than welcome to. Well, you take care. And keep on celebrating that car. And be careful with the knife sharpener.
Yes. Yeah, right.
I'm a little bit worried about that.
It's a good weapon. It's a good defense weapon to walk around with.
Have you warned your husband about that now? That if you don't,
right?
I have a knife sharpener. I may not have any knives, but I have a knife sharpener.
Right. They should have. One of the prizes should have been like a knife set to go with the sharpener, but no, none of that.
No. You got to be on the show again and you win in this.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Now I'm back to win my knives.
I want my knives to my knife sharpener. And I want another year model of my car. Need to upgrade it now.
Upgrade it. Now this car's gonna last me for years now.
Oh yeah. Good. I bet. Yeah, that's just driving around in something you want like that. You drive that to the ground. I can't even imagine because that is something special. To drive a brand new car is something special, but to acquire it in that way.
Totally. Never happened to me before. And I mean, I don't know, but it probably won't happen again. I mean, that is just wild. You never know, but that's just wild. The odds. So
yeah.
So crazy. But thank you so much for celebrating with me. It means so much to be able to celebrate it with my Swedish friends. That's really awesome.
So absolutely. It's worth celebrating for a long time to come.
Thank you so much, Cecilia. I really appreciate it. That's so sweet.
Y'all have it really good. And I'll talk to y'all next week and check out her Instagram there.
Yeah. And TikTok. On TikTok. I put a little thing on TikTok too, so.
We gotta look that. I have not looked you up on TikTok. I didn't know you were there.
Yes, I have some videos and stuff up there. Yeah.
So gotta check that out.
Yeah.
Have a good day, everybody. Bye.